watch WWDC and a little bit of E3. I'm literally just going to go over what happened during the two conferences and what I'm excited about. First thing, I'm going to start with WWDC. iOS 10 doesn't really have a lot of features this year that are big. It's a big deal. But they seem to have put a lot of emphasis on the whole redesigned Messages app, and rightfully so, because it was the only really interesting thing that's coming. You can change the way your message is received by the person you're talking to. So you can do this thing they call invisible ink, where the message stays hidden until the other person swipes their finger over it to reveal it. And the reason they're doing that is to add suspense to whatever you're trying to send. But the way I'm gonna use it is if I'm texting somebody that's just being a complete dick, I'll just type fuck you, and then I'll put the invisible ink thing there, so then when they see that, they'll just they'll swipe it and it says fuck you. You get it? There's this thing where when you're texting somebody and you finish your texting, and then when you go into the emojis keyboard, it automatically sees all of the words you put in, and if there's a word that goes along with an emoji, if you tell it to, it'll change it to that emoji. But it's only people above the age of 30 do that, where they actually change words when they're texting into emojis. Nobody else does that. It's literally just laughing, crying face, or the flat face, the flat eyes and flat mouth face. Those are the only two emojis everybody uses, and then maybe the heart, and that's it. Pretty much everything they've opened up to developers, and that's because it's the Worldwide Developers Conference. This is all about developers for apps and stuff. So things like Siri and Apple Maps are going to be open up to developers, so they can make their apps directly use Siri or Apple Maps and stuff like that. Apple Music got a whole revamp, so now it's much easier to use and much more clear, and there's a couple more features. There's a downloaded music tab where you can only see all the music that's on your phone. That's helpful for me, so I don't have to stream music when I'm listening to music. But I thought the app was fine before, but apparently a lot of people hated it, so whatever. That's about it for iOS 10 that's actually interesting. Everything else isn't really a big deal. Yeah, and then there was Watch OS, which is who cares. TV OS, who cares. Mac OS, they changed it from Mac OS 10 to just Mac OS. Today it really for WWDC it wasn't a lot of major stuff. Nothing too serious. Next, E3. Throughout the entirety of E3, there's only one game that I've been waiting for, and I'm so glad it's finally coming. Forza Horizon 3. I watch the trailer.
What a wicked game to play, to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do, to let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say. You never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do, to make me dream of you. With you.
Oh my god. there's just so much stuff. It's got like it's got the Australian outback. It's got some rainforests. It's got a town, like a couple towns. It's got a freaking city, which is probably gonna be like Sydney or something. And like the map is supposedly twice as big as the one in Horizon 2. And there's gonna be like a bunch of other types of cars because of like the whole Australian outback. Auction houses are coming back, which I'm so excited for, where you can like sell and buy cars to other people. It's gonna be cross-platform multiplayer. It's gonna have that, so like people that are playing on the Xbox One can play with people on the Windows 10. And then also, if you buy the game once and you start playing the game on your Xbox, you can continue it on your Windows 10 computer. Like, it's just amazing. This is gonna be the best Forza ever, and I'm so excited for it. Body kits are coming, like wide bodies and stuff like that you can put on your cars from like Rocket Bunny and Liberty Walk. That's awesome. The entire story mode is completely different than from the other two Forza Horizon games. You are the leader of the Horizon Festival, and you control everything from like where the events are. You can change the routes of the events if you want. You can change the names of the events. You can change the types of cars that are allowed to be used in the events. Choose like the time of day they happen. You're allowed to choose the weather. Just like it's just everything about it. And then you can it even goes down to you can choose what songs play and when they play, in what order on all of the radio stations. And then there's also a new radio station where on your computer you just take all your like your favorite songs and you put it in OneDrive, which is like the iCloud for Microsoft, and then on your Xbox you can all that music, it'll play in Horizon on a whole separate station. It's astounding. I don't know, today recap, WWDC, nothing major, really nothing a big deal. Oh yeah, there's one more game that was mentioned in E3 that I'm excited about, and that's South Park, The Fractured But Whole. The Fractured But Whole. It's brilliant, it's brilliant. The way the game plays, it's just like South Park The Stick of Truth. Like, it's just like watching the show. It's the same 2D cartoons. It's not like a 3D bullshit. It looks funny. There was a little bit of gameplay. They showed off some gameplay at E3 and it looked hilarious. Just by watching 30 seconds of it, I want it now. I can't wait. I can't wait for that game and Horizon 3. When Horizon 3 comes out, that's it. Like, I'm never leaving my room. It's gonna be awesome. That's about it. That's all I did today was watch a bunch of press conferences. So yeah, see you tomorrow.